Hey there, welcome in. It's Heather with Heather's Healing, and I'm here to look at the energy for this upcoming week, which is December 15th through the 21st, 2025. This is a collective reading for all signs, so thank you so much for being here. Let's go ahead and get started. So I am using a new deck. I got this deck back in the summertime, but I haven't really used it until just recently. And it's called the Dreaming Eye Tarot by L.A. Duncan. He's a local artist, and it's a beautiful deck. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to look at the overall energy, and then I'm just going to pull 3 cards looking at what can we expect, I don't know, advice and guidance. And then I'm going to pull a guidance card for fire, water, earth, and air signs. All right, so calling in the guides and guardians for all of those that are watching, looking at this week ahead. What do we need to know? Advice and guidance. So starting off looking at the overall energy of this week. And I hope you guys are doing well. I haven't even started my Christmas shopping. That's kind of stressing me out a little bit. I mean, I kind of do this every year, though. Nothing like waiting till the last minute. So we've got the 7 of Swords with the overall energy. Well, shit. Let's see what we've got going on here. I will say I do feel like middle to end of the week, there is an optimistic energy coming in. It's a nice week, especially around the new moon, which is this Saturday, to focus on what is it that you want to bring in. What kind of adventures do you want? How do you want to engage with life? What needs to be restructured? What goals are you wanting to clarify? And what seeds do you want to plant, especially around adventure and expansion? So keeping that in mind. So we're starting off with the 7 of Swords as the overall energy. Not my favorite, not the best card. It's a deceitful energy. The 7 of Swords. Well, it's exactly that. It's the liar card in the tarot. It's deception. It's betrayal. You know, what you are seeing might not be exactly the way things are. But the other part of this energy that I'm feeling with this card for this week is that it can go the opposite of what you're expecting. So maybe you're expecting things not to work out or things not to go well. And that could just be your perception, and that can shift. So there is an energy of trickery this week. Just watch out for that. But yeah, this is the liar. This is the betrayal card. Not everything is as it appears to be. Ask a lot of questions if something feels off. Really trust that with yourself. We've got the 5 of Swords too. So we've got the High Priestess card here. So again, really trust your intuition. Ask a lot of questions. If something feels off, don't ignore that. Really feel into things this week. Trust what you are feeling. Trust what you know to be true, but really pay attention to the subtleties that come up this week. It's like reading between the lines. It's that kind of energy. And I feel like this deception energy, it's kind of subtle too. It's not in your face, super obvious that something deceitful is going on. And it doesn't mean that it's going to be some huge revelation or anything like that. But people aren't acting on their highest, I guess. People aren't being their best self this week, which I don't know if any of you work retail. I worked retail for a while. It really sucked. And around the holidays, no one's good side is showing. And I think you really know that if you work retail, like the worst in people comes out the closer you get to Christmas. So anyway, High Priestess, trust your intuition, really lean into that, trust yourself, and trust what you know to be true. We've got the Five of Swords. Interesting that I put it right underneath the Seven of Swords. The Five of Swords, kind of a similar energy to the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords can also be the energy of sabotage, you sabotaging yourself. The Five of Swords is conflict and arguments. It's the energy of the bully. You can really kind of feel that with this card. I'm not surprised that we have this energy, especially with the Seven of Swords, where the energy of lying and deceit. So yeah, unfortunately, and with the swords, this is thoughts, thinking, and words. So this could show up as people, lying or embellishing the truth. It can be a lot of that. Hurtful things, hurtful situations, conflict. Not super fun. I also really don't like it with this energy of the King of Wands either, even though it is upright. The King of Wands, and this is kind of what I'm feeling. It is upright, so we can hope we can hope that this is people showing up in their power and showing up being, courageous, kind, charismatic, but the energy that I'm feeling from this card is abuse of power. It's bullying, people trying to one up each other. It's just a really shitty kind of energy, unfortunately. And you know what? That's okay. That's part of it's nice to get a heads up that that's the type of energy that you might be experiencing this week, and set the intention of how are you going to deal with this, and set the intention of the kind of energy and people that you would like to be around. And also just a nice reminder that you might be triggered by people or really pissed off by people, but don't fall into this kind of energy. Don't be the bully. Don't be the oppressor. Don't be part of the problem. Be the kind, helpful energy out there. And hopefully that will kind of help transmute this energy a little bit. But like I say, and sometimes, and I will say, when we have heavier energy like this, it's a really nice reminder for us to really focus on what we want, how we want to feel, the way we want to live our lives. This can be a really nice reminder of that. So especially around the new moon, we have a new moon in Sagittarius on Saturday. Get really clear about what kind of adventures you want, what kind of experiences you want to have, especially around growth and expansion. So let's go ahead and get some guidance for each of the elements here. So advice and guidance moving into this week and dealing with some challenging energy. Advice for fire signs. Advice and guidance for fire signs. Advice and guidance for water signs. Advice and guidance for earth. Advice and guidance for air. All right, so fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Four of Swords. The guidance for you is to slow down, relax, recover, give yourself a break. Maybe you need to take some time off, have some quiet time, have some downtime, schedule in this downtime. And also doing something to treat yourself to something. Take time out for you this week. That will really help to reset and recharge. Water signs, what is your guidance? We've got the Knight of Wands. I do like the Knight of Wands. It can be a little bit of an aggressive energy, but what I'm feeling here for Water signs, one, really watch, and this is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, um, have really good boundaries in place. Watch your boundaries. Take action on what needs to be done this week, and also take time out to tap into your creativity. Tap into what brings you joy, whether that's, you know, reading, a hobby, or whatever that is. Tapping into your creativity. Spend some time there, but also take action on what needs to get done so you're not feeling really overwhelmed. Advice and guidance for earth signs. We have Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. We've got the Nine of Pentacles, kind of a similar message here for all of the signs so far. Taking time, again, for yourself, enjoying the finer things in life. Maybe you're going to treat yourself to a nice meal. Maybe you're going to, I don't know, treat yourself to dressing up and going out and having a nice evening out, but treat yourself to something. The Nine of Pentacles focuses on the luxuries in life. There's also an energy here of independence, but treat yourself to something this week. Take time out for you. And this is earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. And let's see, air signs, advice and guidance for air signs. We've got the Queen of Cups. Air signs, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra, similar message. The Queen of Cups. This is nurturing yourself, nurturing your emotions, healing, taking time out for you, spending time with people that really fill your cup, spending time with people that are nurturing, healing. This could even be getting a Reiki session, a healing session, but treating yourself to something that will help your body, mind, and spirit recover, relax, rejuvenate. So amongst some kind of chaotic energy here, we're all being asked to really take time out for ourselves and make sure we are treating ourselves. Green Aventurine would be a great crystal to work with. One, I love the color green, especially when you're dealing with some pretty heavy energies. That green ray is really great for rejuvenation and revitalizing your spirit, revitalizing your body. And then Green Aventurine ties in really nice with the energy of the Sagittarius new moon, which is asking us to look at where we can expand and grow. You know, the Green Aventurine is good luck, success, prosperity, expansion, growth, and also physical healing, which we're being asked. That's kind of the guidance that we're all getting this week, is to allow some time and space, slowing down, and allowing for healing. So that's the message for this week. Tons of blessings to all of you. I hope you have a nice week. Yeah. If you have any questions, let me know. Take great care of yourself, and I'll talk to you soon.